you are, Brian, in the race. If you're in playoff contention, then you've got a natural motivator, and that's where you're focused. If you're a team that's out of the postseason picture, you're probably already thinking ahead to next year.
1, 2, 3. Cancun. Now Atlanta starting 5. Johnson at the 4 with Capella at the 5. Dyson Daniels out there with Trae Young. And it's LeVert in at the 3 spot.
Well, with the size that Cunningham has, he is a real handful inside.
Young with the bucket.
Nice way to start the game. That's where you'd like to get your shots from.
And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for Detroit. Well, they put up a nice win against Chicago last time out.
And I think they were prepared to face pressure D, but that never materialized, so they took advantage.
And you can sense the difference in energy. They were keyed up, jumping on mistakes. They just outworked them. Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
Here's Daniels. And Ivy pulls it down. Duran the screen. Capella with a block.
Offensively, you have to be aware of Capella. He is a block master.
And just around a minute and a half into this first quarter. To the middle. Blocked again! And he gets it back.
And Ivy has no fear when it comes to getting inside. He's got a strong frame and doesn't mind taking contact when he has to.
Detroit shooting their first free throws tonight.
At the line for Detroit, Ivy.
First one falls. Well, Coach, it's been discussed a lot, but the Detroit Pistons set a record in 2023 that no one wants to match.
Well, that's for sure, B.A. No franchise wants to suffer through a 28-game losing streak. They thought that team had potential, but they just never found their footing early on, and then things just snowballed on them.
And here's LeVert. He's been a consistent contributor, averaging just over 11 a game. And Young, here we go. Rebound Detroit. They beat the Hawks during their last encounter in Atlanta.
The last time out, they barely captured a win against this team, and it came down to some key turnovers.
Pass to Cunningham. Duran the screen. Here he goes. And that one's good.
Cunningham is so skilled working the pick and roll. That time the play was for himself to score.
Young, the pass to LeVert. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Gets the 3 ball to go.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
Now here's Ivy. 14 points for him last game against Chicago. Duran the screen. A nice shot by Ivy.
Look at the IQ. Such a smart play for a young player. Ivy executed the pick perfectly.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with J.B. Bickerstaff. I asked him about how difficult it is to game plan for someone like Trae Young, and Coach said to me, I told our players to play up on him. The more he moves and runs around, the more likely he is to get into a rhythm, so we need to stay aggressive against him. Sounds like this might be a very physical game, guys.
Okay, thanks, Allie.
Always ready to fire. Give Harris a good pass. Tobias will get you an assist.
Pass to Johnson. Harris against LeVert. Back to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Cunningham with the ball. Coming off a solid outing against Chicago. Stewart, a screen on Young. Here's Cunningham. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
Well, that's where Cunningham does his best work, from the free throw line down.
And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Atlanta. 6-point game. They're moving on after a tough loss they took at the hands of the Pacers.
It's always hard to get a win on the road, especially when you show zero energy on the defensive end.
Yeah, when you have a defensive showing this poor, it's normally due to an overall lack of effort.
Now here's Cunningham. He has 6. Ivey's shot is off.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
LeVert passes to Young. Back to LeVert. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
That's a nice find by Trae Young.
The Pistons lead by 4. Well, Coach, we know how good Young is offensively, but he gets heavy criticism for his defense.
Yeah, look, and at 6'1", 164 pounds, he has some obvious limitations, Brian, but he's shown improved effort as a defender, and it shows in his defensive rating.
And you have to have that scoring ability on the floor.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Here's Young. Gets it to go. Makes him 2 for 5.
Yeah, there's Trae Young getting it done inside.
Detroit has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Cunningham passes to Stewart. Offline with a 3.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Yeah, plenty of power behind that move from Johnson.
For Detroit, they've gone 6 of 11 so far. Well, we've got a developing story here. Standing by remotely, we go to our 2K insider, Shams Charania, for the details.
Thank you, B.A. The news right now is about the Toronto Raptors in this trade with the New Orleans Pelicans. They're looking forward to seeing how it comes together on the court with small forward Brandon Ingram now in the fold. Elite size and skill on the wing. He can create his own shot almost at will, and his playmaking has steadily improved over the course of his career. So he can do it all for them, for sure.
Well done. Appreciate the report, Shams. Thanks. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Detroit.
Well, you know, the analytics guys would tell you a team shouldn't be taking this many mid-range shots, but clearly they're shooting them with confidence.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
Reed's checked in for Duren. Risache, he's checked in for Atlanta. Highland comes in for Trae Young.
Well, Capella's shot his fair share of free throws. Not his expertise at this point.
Pass to Ivey. Back to Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. Buries it down low. Cunningham's got 8.
He's had it going offensively, helping them build this lead.
Highland against Cunningham. Here's Risache. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. The Pistons lead by 4. Harris finds Ivey. Cunningham outside. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. 10 points for him.
Pretty clever move by Cunningham, calling for the play to get himself some space to work with.
Here's LeVert. Pass to Capella. From the high post, Highland misses.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
Now here's Cunningham. He's got 10. Stewart, a screen on Highland. Here's Cunningham. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
Well, when you have a guy scoring like he is, you redraw every play to be about getting him the ball.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. It's LeVert on the wing. Ivey defends. And count it! The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
Well, LeVert is willing to put his body on the line, doing whatever it takes to get past the foul and score.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
LeVert. Caris LeVert. One shot.
Free throw no good for LeVert. Here's Waters, averaging around 5 points a game. Cunningham outside. Over Highland. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen for Detroit. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.